Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace, mercy and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of Almighty God, be on all of you. Faliyang zuril insanu mimma khulik. Khulika mimma in dafik. Yakhruju min bainis sulbi wa tara'ib. Quran says in Surah Tariq chapter number 86 verse number 5 to 7, the ayah which I recited in the beginning of my speech, that does man think from what he created? He was created from a drop emitted from the space between the backbone and ribs. What does the Quran mean by saying that we have created human being from a drop that is coming forth from the space between the backbone and ribs? Today, after science is advanced and we came to know that the genital organs in the embryonic age, when the child is in the womb of the mother, it develops from a space close to the kidney, that is the space between the spinal column and the 11th and 12th ribs. In the male, the testes, and the female, the ovaries. Later on in the embryonic age, they descend. The female gonads, they descend to the true pelvis, and the male gonads, they descend via the inguinal canal, they descend to the scrotum. Even after descending in the adult lives, these genital organs, they receive nerve supply from the same space between the backbone and the 11th and 12th ribs, and blood supply from the aorta, which is present in the same space between the spinal column and the 11th and 12th ribs, and the venous return and the lymphatic lineage goes to the same space between the spinal column and the 11th and 12th ribs. Quran says that we have created human being from nutfa in no less than 11 different places. Quran says in Surah Nahl chapter number 16 verse number 4, in Surah Kahf chapter number 18 verse number 37, in Surah Hajj chapter number 22 verse number 5, in Surah Mu'minun chapter number 23 verse number 13 and 14, in Surah Yasin chapter number 36 verse number 77, in Surah Ghafir chapter number 40 verse number 67, in Surah Najm chapter number 53 verse number 45 and 46, in Surah Qiyamah chapter number 75 verse number 37 to 39, in Surah Insan chapter number 76 verse number 2, as well as in Surah Abasa chapter number 80 verse number 19, that we have created the human being from nutfa, which means minute quantity of liquid. What does the Quran mean by saying that we have created the human being from minute quantity of liquid? The Quran also says in Surah Shazda chapter number 32 verse number 8, that we have created human being from quintessence, from sulala. Sulala, the Arabic word, besides meaning quintessence, it also means best part of the whole. So besides the Quran saying that we have created the human being from minute quantity of liquid, it also says that we have created the human being from the best part of the whole. Today science tells us that one spermatozoa out of millions of sperm that are emitted sufficient to fertilize the ovum. One out of several millions. This one out of several millions, Quran refers as nutfa, minute quantity of liquid, and sulala, the best part of the whole. Furthermore, the Quran says in Surah Insan chapter number 76 verse number 2, that we have created human being from minute quantity of mingle fluid, nutfatin min amshaz. And today science tells us that both are responsible, the male fluid as well as the female fluid, both are responsible for the birth of the baby. And besides the male and the female fluid, surrounding fluids also takes part, prostatic fluid, etc.